Best of days to everybody today. We're going to finish up a shelf today, and I'm going to make the last peg with you guys here. So let's get started and round this guy off. Next, I'm going to make a foot for this so we can put it in a pin jaw here. So let's get this mounted. All right, now that I have this mounted on my pin jaw, I'm gonna go ahead and re-round this because every time we mount something, its center gets off a little bit. Okay. Now let's mark it. I want my peg to be 3.5 inches long, and then I want it to go through about 1 inch. Okay. Now that I have it marked, I'm going to take my calipers, and I'm going to take the diameters of these different sections and match it with the pegs I already have. Okay, so I've made my top 2 parts at the diameter I want them, and I'm going to leave this as thick as possible here because it keeps it stable as much. So I'm going to shape this top first here, and then we'll take down this piece in sections all the way to the end, okay? Get my final diameter for this end piece here. tendency to do that. I'll push too hard at the end. I get a little, there we go again. I get a little too excited and push it in, and you get this slap off here, which isn't quite appropriate. So I'll smooth this up here a little bit. Taken from here to here and cleaned it up with 220 grit, and now we're going to remove this top and clean this. So I'm going to pull away my tailstock here, get it out of the way. Actually, we're going to take a handsaw to this real quick. Save us some time. Okay, now we're going to start our final parting process, which I'm going to leave about 1 inch back here, so I'll give myself a fresh marking of distance so we know where to stop. Take our parting tool and our calipers on the size of the hole we want here. And I'm going to leave it just a smidge proud. So when I do my tenon, which I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a line where I can put a wedge in to keep it in the place there. So let's get started on this. hanger peg here, and let's go over and cut a line in the back here and make ourselves a wedge. All right, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we cut ourselves a little line there. All right, I have my peg in the hole here in this shelf. I'm gonna flip it over here, and we're gonna hammer in this wedge as best as we can without pushing the peg out there. Take my saw. We can snap the rest there. And we can take an orbital sander to this, why don't we? And just clean it up a little bit. And there we go. We got ourselves a simple shelf that I made here to hang a couple things on. I didn't make anything fancy on this. I just took 2 boards, a couple bungs here, a couple bung screws here, same thing on the top, and then I turned myself a couple hangers. Probably in 30-40 minute ordeal here, and you got yourself a nice little shelf. For hanging this, I'll probably take screws and find a stud, put them through, and put a couple more bungs on there instead of doing a hang bracket. You could get some brackets too and put them on the back and hang it, but eventually you got to put a screw in the wall anyways. So hope that was useful, and hope you have a wonderful day. Till next time.